So far, most of what you've been told about the law of attraction has been incomplete. You've just been told to want it. But no one has told you how to persuade that enormous power within you, your subconscious mind. In this video, we'll fill in the missing piece. I'll show you how to harness the power of your subconscious mind. Because the moment you persuade your subconscious mind, everything changes. This is the most powerful secret of the law of attraction. If you're ready, let's begin. Because soon, you'll take back control of your life. Part 1. The invisible programmer who writes your destiny. There are two yous in charge of your life. The first is you, the one listening to me right now. Your conscious mind, the one who makes plans, dreams, and decisions. You're the captain in the bridge of the ship, giving orders to the helm. You want to chart a new course. You want to sail to a richer port, a happier island. But then there's the second you. The silent, invisible crew working in the ship's vast engine room, firing the engines and actually moving the ship. That's your subconscious mind. You consciously give the command, "I want to be rich." But that invisible programmer in the engine room works with code written years ago. Maybe it's the same money is hard-earned code you heard about as a kid. Maybe it's the code people like us never get rich with. And no matter how much you steer toward the harbor of wealth, that programmer in the engine room keeps steering the ship back to the safe, familiar route, the harbor of poverty and scarcity. Then you ask yourself, why can't I move forward? Psychologist Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century, summed this up with a wonderful quote. He said, "Until you become unconscious, it will control your life, and you will call it fate." Yes, what you call fate is actually the result of internal programs you're not even aware of. Your destiny is in the hands of your subconscious. It's the repository of your beliefs, fears, habits, and deepest assumptions, and its power is many times greater than your conscious mind. You can't fight it with your will. It's like an ant fighting an elephant. So how do you win this battle? By not fighting it. Instead, by learning its language. Talk to him like a partner, not an enemy. Because that programmer isn't malicious. He's simply repeating old commands written to protect him. Your job is to give him new commands, to show him a new route, a new goal. So how did that old harmful code, those limiting beliefs that hold you back, get lodged there? And more importantly, how will you recognize this traitor in your mind and reprogram it? Now we come to the most critical part, because I'm about to give you the key to changing that programmer. Part 2, the story of the guardian within you. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret about that invisible programmer, your subconscious. He's not actually evil. He's not a traitor. He's a guardian sworn to protect you. But there's a problem. This guardian received his commands when you were very young, before you fully understood the world. Think about it. You were a little boy. Perhaps one day, you excitedly told your father about a dream, and in a moment of exhaustion, he told you not to talk nonsense. "We don't have time for them," he said. At that moment, the guardian within you immediately took note. Dreaming is dangerous. It will lead to disappointment. The command, stay away from dreams. Maybe you made a mistake at school and your teacher scolded you in front of everyone. Remember the shame you felt at that moment. The guardian took another note. Making mistakes is shameful. It hurts. The command, don't take risks. Stay safe. Don't try. Maybe you've seen that money is the biggest source of conflict in your home. You've heard people constantly say there's no money. The guardian wrote his final command. Money is stress. Money is conflict. Money is dangerous. The command, stay away from money. It's not for us. See? These limiting beliefs, these internal codes that hold you back, weren't your choices. They were old safety protocols designed to protect you from pain and danger. Your subconscious mind runs these programs to keep you alive. It's afraid that if you get rich, there will be a fight, that if you try something new, you'll fail and be ashamed. That's why you can't defeat it with willpower. Because every time you try something new, the guardian within you sends a red alert and says, "Stop." The danger zone is screaming, "Go back," and pulling you back into your familiar, comfortable but unhappy life. So what do we do? How do we train this loyal but misguided guardian? How do we communicate with him? This is where the biggest mistake is made. You try to explain things to him with logic, but you say, "Look, this will be profitable," and you say, "This relationship will make me happy." But he doesn't understand logic. As Carl Jung pointed out, his subconscious mind doesn't speak words or logic, but a completely different language, the language of symbols, feelings, and images. The language of your rational mind is foreign to him. So, what language does he understand? How can you win this mysterious and powerful guardian, this loyal but misprogrammed servant, over to your side? Now it's time to learn the most powerful subconscious persuasion technique. Now you'll learn to speak his language. Part 3. Your subconscious mind, the language of the mind, emotions and visuals. There are 2 fundamental rules for talking to your subconscious. The moment you make these 2 rules central to your life, manifestation and the law of attraction become toys for you. Rule 1. The subconscious mind understands images, not words. Rule 2. The subconscious mind understands emotions, not logic. It's that simple. What are you doing with images and emotions? You stand in front of a mirror and repeat, I'm rich, hundreds of times. It's like trying to explain something to someone who doesn't speak Turkish by constantly shouting in Turkish. You'll only tire yourself out. Words can't get past that guard at the gates of your subconscious. Because to you, the word rich is just a word. But to your subconscious, that word has become synonymous with the imagery of childhood struggles, poverty, and stress. The more you say rich, the more it understands that danger. So let's change the game. Go to it not with words, but with a mental movie. Whatever it is you want to attract into your life, visualize it in every detail. This is the power of imagination. Don't just say, I want to be rich. Imagine the moment you see that number you've been dreaming of in your bank account. What smile will appear on your face when you see it? How your heart will beat faster. Maybe you'll breathe a sigh of relief and feel the weight of those years lift off your shoulders. Experience that feeling of relief. Do you want your dream home? Picture the moment you open the door to that house. Feel the moment your hand touches the doorknob. Smell the scent of a new home as you enter. Feel the sun seeping through the windows, warming your face. Hear the sound of the hardwood floor beneath your feet as you stroll through the living room. This is the language your subconscious understands, vivid, clear, and sensual images. But something is missing, the fuel that will bring this image to life. Emotion. You must fill this mental movie you've created with intense emotion, but not just any emotion. Gratitude, the most powerful creative emotion. Giving thanks as if it's already happened. Feeling, as if you've already earned that money, moved into that house, started that relationship. That deep sense of gratitude is the most powerful signal sent to your subconscious mind. This signal says, hey guardian, look, everything is fine. This new state is safe and wonderful. We don't need the old programs anymore. This is our new reality. Carl Jung dedicated his life to understanding these internal symbols and images. He did. Because he knew that true transformation deep within the mind occurs not with words, but with these powerful internal images and the emotional energy invested in them. So when do you play this mental movie? Is it equally effective at all hours of the day? No. There's a magical door to your subconscious, a special time when the guardian is sleepiest and most vulnerable, when you can most easily whisper new codes to him. Chapter 4. The Twilight Zone of the Mind. The 5 minutes before sleep. I told you there was a secret passage to your subconscious. That passage opens twice every day. The groggy moment just before falling asleep, and the groggy moment just as you wake. These moments are called alpha and theta brainwave states. But forget the scientific jargon. Think of it this way. It's that magical moment when your conscious mind, that constantly talking, analyzing and worrying captain, gradually drifts off to sleep while the engine room doors swing open. This guard is sleepy. The critical factor is out of commission. This is the most fertile soil for planting seeds. Do you know what you do when you go to bed, consumed by the stress and worries of the day, and drift off to sleep? You take all the negativity, debts, arguments, and fears you experienced that day and plant them in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Then, the next day, you wonder why the same problems keep sprouting in your life. You're poisoning your own garden with your own hands, but not tonight. From tonight on, everything will change. Those last 5 minutes before you fall asleep will be your sacred time. Put down your phone, turn off the TV, leave the day's problems outside the door. Lie down in bed and do what we discussed in the previous section. Start playing your mental movie. You are the star of the life you desire. Don't watch that movie. Be in it. See what you want to see. Hear what you want to hear. Most importantly, feel what you want to feel. Add the freedom and security that comes with that money, the love and peace that comes from that wonderful relationship, the energy and vitality that comes from that healthy body, and that most powerful fuel of all, gratitude. Fall asleep with a sense of gratitude that comes from the bottom of your heart, as if it were all already yours. Thank you, because my life is wonderful. Thank you, because everything is fine. Thank you, because I have everything I want. When you fall asleep with this feeling, your subconscious mind processes this new command all night long. It begins to accept this new picture as your new reality. It deletes the old infected programs and installs this shiny new software you wrote in its place. This isn't a one-time task, it's a habit. You must continue to plant those seeds every night, patiently and faithfully. Just like a gardener. Carl Jung said, "The person who doesn't confront his own darkness is someone else's. It projects the darkness of your minds onto yourself." This practice involves illuminating your inner darkness, your fear and scarcity programs, with light, that is, the feeling of your desired reality. This method is known simply as the sleep state technique or pre-sleep programming. It's the most effective, simplest, and most scientific technique for harnessing the power of your subconscious mind. But the Balan subconscious can be so stubborn that even this nightly ritual may be insufficient. Some deeply rooted beliefs, accumulated over years, require a more powerful intervention. So, what is the final and most powerful technique that will break even the most resistant, most rusty codes and convince your subconscious mind beyond doubt? Now we come to the final step that will completely change the game. Chapter 5. Creating Evidence. The Power of Small Victories. So far you've shown your subconscious a new image and imbued it with emotion. But sometimes that skeptical voice inside whispers, "This isn't real. You're just fooling yourself." The subconscious mind loves concrete evidence. It references real-world events. That's why you must provide it with evidence that what you desire is possible. Set small, achievable goals for yourself on your way to your big dream. Let's call them proof goals. Let's say your goal is to earn 10,000 more lira per month. This might seem like a huge, incredible leap for your subconscious mind right now. The guard might immediately step in and shout, "It's impossible." Then, scale back your goal. Set your intention to earn an extra 100 lira this week. Think about how you can earn that 100 lira. Maybe you could sell an item you don't use. Maybe you could work an extra hour. Maybe you could take on a small job using your talent. Set your intention. Before you go to sleep, visualize yourself earning that 100 lira and holding that money with the sense of accomplishment and competence you'd feel, and then take action. The moment you earn that 100 lira, that's when the magic happens. You don't just earn 100 lira, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind. See? It's possible. I can do it. I can create money. This small victory creates a small crack in your subconscious's old "I can't do it" code. It's your new proof. Then set a slightly larger goal. 250 lira. Then 500 lira. Each small victory is a light seeping through that crack. Each piece of evidence breaks down the guard's resistance a little more. Your subconscious mind gradually begins to accept your new reality. I can make money. I am valuable. I can succeed. Don't try to jump to your big dream all at once. Take the stairs one step at a time. Each step will strengthen your belief in the next. Remember, attracting everything you want into your life is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not overnight magic. It's a conscious, creative process. Let's summarize. 1. Understand your inner guardian, your subconscious mind. Know that it's not your enemy, but an old program trying to protect you. 2. Speak its language. Communicate, not through logic, but through the clear images you visualize and the intense emotions you imbue them with. 3. Use the time when your mind is most productive. Turn those last 5 minutes before bed into a sacred ritual where you play a movie of your desired life and drift off to sleep with gratitude. And 4. Give it proof. Build your belief in its possibility through small victories. Here's a 4-step roadmap for convincing your subconscious mind and taking control of your life. The law of attraction, affirmation, manifestation, whatever you call it, they all come down to this fundamental principle. As Jung said, whoever looks outside dreams, whoever looks inside awakens. Today, you've looked inside, and your awakening is just beginning. Apply these methods. Be patient and watch how your life begins to transform miraculously, step by step. When those invisible walls come down, there will be no goal you can't reach, no dream you can't live. Because don't look for the power outside. The power has always been within you. You just didn't know how to use it. Now you do. That's the secret. The rest is up to you. Now I ask you one thing. When you go to bed tonight, don't fill your mind with the worries and fears of the day. Put them aside. Instead, do this. Fall asleep with a powerful gratitude that comes from the depths of your heart, as if it were already yours, and whisper it silently to yourself. Thank you because my life is wonderful. Thank you because everything is fine. Thank you because I have everything I want. Sleep with this feeling. Wake up with this reality. And I want to thank you too, for staying here until the end and giving yourself this chance. Know that everything I've told you, this nightly ritual, I practice every night myself. Because I know the greatest transformations begin with those simple yet powerful words we whisper to ourselves in the quiet. See you in the next video. Take care.